hell are you doing in my van? Well, seeing as I've got you here, I thought I'd revisit my do-it-yourself solar shower because I actually haven't used it yet, but, well, actually I have once. I was doing a overnight job camp with the van, and I was getting really excited thinking, ooh, I'm going to use my do-it-yourself solar shower for the first time. So what happened was I had, as you know from the last video, the testing process was flawless. I first pumped it up to 15 pounds, had some great pressure, and it lasted for a while. But when it came to this job camp, I had pumped it up, the initial, oh wait, why are there always mozzies when I'm filming? I had pumped it up to the initial 15 pounds pressure. I thought that'd be plenty. Went to use it, went around to the back where my hose was, and had my little spray nozzle, and I started to wet my hair, and within 30 seconds or less the pressure died right off. I thought, well, that was weird. So then I went around, pumped it up to 30 pounds, came back, started to use it again, and again 30 seconds or less, pressure gone. So I figured I must have a leak somewhere. That's no good. So I ended up having a really nice twilight sponge bath. I was pretty well hidden, no one could see me, so that was enjoyable. But I didn't get to use the shower. And so I thought I'd test it one more time. But ideas are floating around in my head, and I'm thinking of some changes. But then I got to thinking, well, I could test it. I could go to that trouble, try and work out the problem and see if there was a problem at all. It may have been a lack of water. It wasn't full, I know that. But, you know, my mind's thinking of moving on, and I actually wouldn't mind a more of a professional type of shower setup. 12 volt power, all that kind of thing. And so I thought I could leave the tubing up there as a great water supply. I think it was about 46 litres or something like that. So it's an on-tap water supply there of 46 litres. And I have an area at the back of my van here. Now, this wasn't a professional camper fit out. The person I bought the vehicle off did this fit out, and I love it. It's great. It's very practical. However, most professional fit outs utilise all the way back and have cabinetry all the way back to the back door. Now, he didn't do that here for some reason. He just left it as a little storage bin there and ended it here. So I've got all that space to work with to continue on some cabinetry, and inside that I could set up a small scale style water tank and have a submersible pump in there for and run a lead to the 12 volt power source, and I'd have a pressurized shower every time with a water source. And I figured, well, if I do that, which I'd love to do actually, I think I will go ahead and do that. If I keep the tubing up there, I've also got 46 odd litres of water to spare. So I bought this fold out shower screen that's designed to be fitted up to your roof racks. This one's in a bag, and you unzip the bag. The whole shower screen, four-sided shower screen, folds down with a full-length zipper on one corner. And when you're finished, you just roll it all back up, put it in the bag and zip it up. Brilliant item. I had toyed with the idea of doing a do-it-yourself video of making my own type of shower screen setup, but I just couldn't settle on how to go about it or what to use. And so I decided to go out and buy a product instead. I am booked to go on a road trip of Tasmania, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'll be doing a lot of camping in the van. I may now and then pull into a paid powered site, caravan park, that kind of thing. But a lot of the times I will be in free camp areas and all that kind of thing. And so, you know, having that water pressurized on tap for a quick shower or something like that would be fantastic. And who knows, if it's warm weather, that water up there in the storage might be warm enough anyway. I haven't thought about yet a hot water system integrated into it, but I think that's further down the track. But in the meantime, I'm going to now work out how to, or where I'm going to place this shower screen. One step at a time. This shower screen did have a package that came with the 12 volt submersible pump and all of that business, but the place I got it from didn't have any in stock, so they're a dime a dozen. I think that was a $20 item anyway, so I can get them anywhere. And anywhere between now and March the 5th is when I get on that boat and head to Tasmania. Alright, so I'm going to now have a look at where I'm going to place this tent, ensuite, shower tent. Nice. So warranty. So there it is. Fits to the side of the vehicle. Undo the Velcro straps and it just pops down. Boop, there we go, fixing brackets and bolts, and a nice solid plate to fix it. And now I have to find a way to fix it to something. So this is a spot that I would like to place this shower. Driver's side, that is the fuel filler. But I've got the end roof rack bracket and I've got the floating bracket there, and directly behind this wall of course is the space where I'd like to do the permanent shower setup, the water supply and the 12 volt pump, all that business. So this is the perfect place to put the shower screen. So I need the bridge from that bracket to that bracket in order to fix this shower screen fixing point too. And then I had an idea. But first we'll measure our distance, eh? Outside to outside is 1400 millimeters, 1.4 meters. We have plenty of depth to play with. So then I remembered something that's sitting on an old spare roof rack. Let's have a look at that. Here we go. It's almost like a ready-made bracket. Old canopy, very leaky, no good, but the roof rack, fantastic. Make me an offer. 1540 long. There's farmers around here. I believe this was a wind deflector that came with the replacement canopy that I put on my Falcon Ute, but I had no use for it, so it's just been sitting on the old one. It's quite a heavy gauge piece of steel. It's already got some foam tape on here. Let's have a play around, see what it looks like. And that would work. I could have the bag fixed to here, tucked up underneath this little roof, like so. If I was to grind off these wings, I could take it up higher. Certainly food for thought. Seems too good not to use. Let's see if we can work something out. I need to level the vehicle up, make sure that this bracket is reasonably level when I fit it. Well, that was a fluke. It's almost dead level. How good does the van look? Okay, so I currently have it upside down. It will end up like so. And I'm just trying to work out now how to fit. I don't know if you can see that, but I have two channels here to slide in the bolts. However, one channel is above the amount of metal I have here. I could swing this around and use the wider channel, however I like the fact that this gives it a little bit of a roof and protection once upside down to the bag, and that the zipper on the bag is very clear and unobstructed. So I have one channel that is in there, doesn't quite line up with these holes, but these brackets, two brackets came with it. I could easily solve my problem by fitting the brackets to the metal, putting the bolt through there, tighten up, and away we go. Beautiful. Okay, so I've drilled out two of these holes a little bit bigger to fit these bolts. And now utilizing this plate, it's got to go on an angle because those two holes don't line up with the track. I believe they're meant to be fitted like that at an angle. So that's how I'm going to do that. There's our plates fitted on an angle. Now I've just got to line up the two bottom bolts to come through these two holes. There's one. So I'm going to tighten all those up. See how it sits. So there we have one fitting. One track obviously is out from our metal bracket, our holding bracket. The other one at the other end. I believe I have it spaced along this holding metal bracket, roughly where I want it. Ah, that's what I was going to do. It's got this this foam tape on the back, which against the brackets, the roof rack brackets, will deaden any sound, no metal on metal. So I've got to do another strip of that along the bottom edge of this. So I'll do that first. And then I'll strap it up to the vehicle and we'll have a look then. Sits nice. Now I just got to work out how to hold it up there. A couple of small ratchet straps ought to do it. So it all sits very well, I have to say. So I've just got to work out now 2 fixing points each on each bracket. So we'll study that and get back to you. Self-drilling, reasonably heavy duty, self-tapping metal roof screws into metal should do the trick. I'm happy. As long as I'm happy, that's the important thing, isn't it? I hope you're all happy too. There's still plenty of daylight left, so I think I'll do the unveiling of the ensuite shower. I have not pulled it out of there yet. Now remember, I'm not really this short. I do have the back wheels up on ramps to get a level vehicle, so it'll obviously hang high off the ground because we're high. So we'll have a look. For some reason it's in there upside down. I probably could have read the instructions on that. I think I'll rejig this and do it again. I had to thread all these myself. How rude. What the heck indeed. Now I'm going to roll this all back up, put it back in and open up like it's brand new. This is a very good idea, this thing. This was a King's brand. You've probably seen the brand name from 4-wheel drive super centre or 4-wheel drive superstore.com.au. As you can see, because I'm up on the ramps, obviously it's high off the ground, but it's about 2/3 of the way down the rim, so there's only going to be about that much room to the ground, and I can also lower it directly to the ground if I wanted to. I've got all that to play with. So they're all up in their highest position, but that's fine. And down the bottom it's just got these just these rods in there that are kind of like maybe tent poles or something like that. I think if you wanted to, you could put in something a little bit heavier, maybe a bit of light gauge steel rod, but you can also peg them down to the ground. And is it just me, or does it match my car? Black and grey, how did that happen? I'll just show you inside as well. We've got the zipper down here. Full length zipper. Come inside. Plenty of space. There's a little baggie up there. Another little baggie up there. I can see myself showering in this quite comfortably. I love it. I've seen some people make up a little roof as well, but I've got a very massive umbrella. I could just pop an umbrella over here. Or stand in the rain, have a rainy shower. Alright, let's pack her up. Love it. Well, that's another little job on the synchro done. I now have a privacy screen, a shower screen. As far as the shower setup, I'm in the short term going to get myself a 12-volt pump and submerge that into a bucket. I'll carry a bucket around with me. I do have a good water supply up here. I still may give the solar shower a go. It just depends if it's you know, warm enough. And I never did really check whether I had a leak or not, but I have filled it up and it's full now. And that's what happened during the testing phase. I had it total capacity. It's quite possible on that job that, I don't know, something didn't work. It was pointed downhill, the tap was downhill, so the water was all at that end, but I'm not sure what happened. However, I'm going to have one of those submersible pumps on board all the time, and all I've got to do is run that off 12 volt, and I'm sure I'll have a lovely shower. In the meantime, I'm going to slink back into the shadows and dream about my upcoming Tasmania trip. Four Corners of Tasmania. It's not too far away now. I'm booked on the 5th of March. Hopefully none of these COVID lockdowns are going to prevent me from going there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Stay well, everyone.